Hey, Exoticals, it's your girl back with another Exotical rant. You know what I was thinking about? You really want to know? I was thinking about transactional friendships with Exoticals. Let's get right into it, ladies. A lot of people want proximity to Exoticals because they believe that we can get them rich or famous or benefit financially just from being in proximity to us. So many of us will meet men and women who will have clear assignments for befriending us and dating us. From history, many mixed race people had more financially because their proximity to white people, because white people would feel more comfortable around us. We were lighter, white passing, or light enough not to offend them or related to them in some way. So again, we just had more resources in our favor. Another reason many exotical women have more money is because we refuse to live in poverty and are true hustlers and women who value luxury, class, and dignity. Think Dorothy Dandridge. She once was quoted saying, "There is no force more powerful than a woman determined to rise." Let me read that again. There is no force more powerful than a woman determined to rise. We as exoticals historically have just been like natural hustlers, always trying to better ourselves, our environments, and our finances. So that's just in our DNA. Even think back to Diane Carroll. She once was quoted saying, "I had a mom and pop who kept telling me that I was wonderful at a very young age. So when someone said to me, 'Oh, you're stuck up. Who do you think you are?' I'd say, 'I know who I am and I don't mind being stuck up.'" We as exoticals always had this type of confidence about us, this type of audacity, in a healthy way. And a lot of times dealing with people, just because they feel that we may have more than them, they start the asking game, the game of, "Hey, like, can you get this for me?" Or, "Oh, you don't mind paying every time we go out? Can you pay?" Or they expect us to pay. They'll just sit there like we're supposed to pay for them. It is a very weird dynamic. And we're just going to get more into it, ladies. Long story short, people always want a piece of us. Don't let them suck you dry. And I'm going to go into a few story times about about my experiences with transactional friendships with exoticals. But like, ladies, like, don't let these people keep asking of you. Learn to say no. Learn to create healthy boundaries. Let me give you a quick story. Let's call this first girl. We're gonna call her Diamond. Okay. I met Diamond one time when I was out at lunch actually. Um this girl like clinged on to me really quickly. She wanted my Instagram, so I didn't think anything of it. We exchanged Instagrams. Then she actually hit me up on Instagram maybe a couple days or two a week later and asked me could we talk. So we began being friends. Long story short, this girl invited me to her so-called birthday party. At her birthday party, unfortunately, I was the only one that showed up. I didn't know none of her other friends were going to not show up. So again, I didn't want to make a big deal about it. So like I just ordered, like we ended up just going, I ended up ordering something little. So my bill was like $10. This girl's bill was like 100. And she kept ordering stuff. She was drinking like a whale. I don't know if she was depressed or whatnot, but she was drinking a lot of liquor. I kept trying to tell her, "Hey, it's not happy hour anymore." But she kept on drinking. Once she got her bill, she was looking mad. And I'm like, "What's wrong?" She was like, "She charged me all this." And I said, "I told you happy hour ended like 2 hours ago." And she had still been ordering drinks. And then when she asked the waitress was like, "I did ring you up for the ones that you ordered during happy hour, but after that, it was full price." So I don't know if she had thought I was going to pay or split the bill with her. But when I had got up, I had already went to the bathroom and paid. And my check was under like $10 because I had only got like a couple tacos and some water because I planned to eat later anyway. So I didn't really even think about it. I was just stopping by because she said it was her birthday dinner and she just wanted to invite me because she said she wanted to be cool with us and being friends. So I was like, whatever. Ladies, this girl wanted me to pay. I kind of sensed it because nobody showed up that she wanted me to pay. So when I got up and went to the bathroom, I checked out at the bar. I just checked out my tab because it was only $10 and I didn't want her to think that I was gonna split the bill with her because her bill was clearly over $100. And I had just met this girl. Again, I just met this girl. So I was like, I don't even really know her. So to be like, you know what I'm saying? That was Diamond. She was a handful. Even long story short, I just already sensed game because I was used to like dealing with people in the city. So I had already peeped game. So like, anyway, the next person we'll call him Dick. Okay. Dick like would constantly call me. We were like, I was like, he was more so a friend of a friend. Long story short, I was very close to I was very close to Dick's wife. Dick's wife passed, okay? And then he just kept calling me and I didn't want to be rude. So I would pick up and entertain him and he would always be like, let's get together and go do lunch. Okay. One time, Dick invited me to lunch and like he thought I was paying. So like the first time he thought I was treating him. So I went ahead and treated him. The second time, I literally just told him like he kept saying, let's meet up. So I said, I was trying to meet up at like a coffee shop or like like a smoothie shop. He said he didn't want to go there. So I said, okay, I want to go somewhere by my house. Okay. So I ended up going to a place he wanted to go to. My bill was under $20. His bill was almost $50. So he thought I was paying again. So I was just like, okay, I'm not paying every time you want to meet up because you're lonely. So when we got back in the vehicle, because he told me to meet him at his house, I literally was very calm, ladies. All I said was I was really not expecting to pay this time. Especially I thought we were gonna like usually we just like everybody pays for themselves. He gave me my money back. I said thank you, and he tried to pay me for my dinner, and I said no, thank you, and I gave him his money back for my dinner, and I said I didn't expect to pay for your dinner. I had to stop this, ladies, because this was the second time he tried to make me pay for everything, and I'm just like I understand like and this is like a couple years after my friend had died that was his wife, and I'm just like okay, every time we go out, the first time we went out that was really close to when my friend died or your wife died, I didn't mind treating you, but this is like 3 years later. I'm not responsible for taking you out every time you're lonely. So I had to let him know, like, when we go out, we split the bill. It was very, I think he was mad. I really did not care, and I don't care if he doesn't call me back because I didn't really enjoy hanging out with him anyway. I more so felt sorry for him, but it taught me a real lesson. You can't feel sorry for people, especially when they show you who they are, and then they have the entitlement that you should always treat them for some odd reason, even though they have way more, they have just as much as you or more. And it was just like flabbergasted to me that he would think that I need to pay every time you want to meet up and do something or see me. I need to pay and treat you. I don't think that's really a reciprocal relationship. Okay, number 3. Let's call these people. Let's call these the oddball couple. We'll call the next person the oddball couple. The oddball couple gave me and my spouse an invite last minute because they end up doing something last minute. And again, we just met these people. We never hung out with them before. We would just see them around at different functions. Always speak, always cordial. All of a sudden, they had this thing they were having at their house last minute. They invited us and asked us to bring an expensive bottle of liquor. And I was just like, I thought you were going to ask, because like my hubby said, hey, do you want us to bring anything? And I said, oh, ask them if they need anything extra. I'm thinking it's going to be ice, maybe you can bring your own bottle. They said a specific liquor that was very, very pricey. And I immediately said, hell no, we're not buying that. Even if we can afford it, we're not going to get it. We barely know these people. And like my hubby was like, "Oh, I'll go ahead and get it." I was like, "No, do not go ahead and get it. We barely know these people. We are not investing in them like this." Like, and for them to even ask of you to bring that is very inappropriate. We don't even know them like that. We haven't like we don't like why can't they and we don't even drink that type of hard expensive liquor anyway. Long story short, ladies, don't let people make you pay for being beautiful and financially successful. Um a lot of times people have agendas. Like Diamond, the first example, her agenda was to get a friend that would pay and split bills, like so she can go out and party and somebody would split bills with her. The other guy, his agenda, Mr. Whatever I call Dick's his thing was he wanted somebody to treat him every time he wanted to meet up because he was lonely. The oddball couple, they wanted somebody to bring them expensive liquor. It's people, honestly, to this day, and none of these people had done anything for us, for me in general. I had just met these people, or I had no contact with these people for a very long time, because again, I wasn't really friends with them. Ladies, ladies, learn from my mistakes. But yeah, I did get my money back from Dick, but still, I was really pissed that you thought that I would pay for you every time I meet up with you, and it's your ideal. But I mean, it was just really weird. And then he had the nerve to say, "Oh, when somebody invites you, I said we could meet up for lunch because you were lonely. I didn't say I was paying." Like, this guy really was very intellectually dishonest. So was the Diamond girl and the oddball couple. They weren't really friends with us, weren't really cool with us, but they saw something. They saw we were they wanted something tangible from us: cash, money, expensive gifts, expensive lunches. Like, they did not want to truly get to know us person to person. They just wanted us to be of service to them. A lot of people, unfortunately, in this day and age are like that. They want you to be of service to them, but they do not want to offer you anything mutual, uh, anything tangible, and they don't want to have a mutual beneficial relationship with you, but they do want to benefit off of you financially. Ladies, be careful about this. A lot of men do this. They prey on women that are lonely and insecure. And a lot of other women do this because they prey on women that naturally want to have friendships with them and create sisterly bonds. So they prey on people that are natural empaths. Or introverts, so they can like have a source of income, a source of resources for food, or whatever thing they think they can get from you, they're going to ask. Be very careful of people like this. Don't let them get into your business. Let them know right away, like, hey, if we meet up, you pay for you and I pay for me. It's not that big a deal. It's just the way I like to operate things. Make very clear boundaries with these people, and especially with Dick, because again, I wasn't direct friends with him. I was just like, okay, the first time I thought, you must have misinterpreted something, but the second time, no, you're not getting over on me. Please be careful with these people because they are very manipulative, and they think like they can give you a sad story, that like their time is worth money, but yours isn't. And they feel like you should financially support whatever they want to do. Be very aware of these type of people. And as exoticals, people sometimes naturally think because we're beautiful women, we present ourselves well, we're always clean and well dressed, that we have a lot of money and we have a lot of money to give. I may have a lot of money, but I do not have a lot of money I want to give to random people. That is not how I run my relationships. I do not have financially driven relationships with anybody. If you want to be with me or you want to befriend me, you have to genuinely want to get to know me, and I genuinely want to get to know you. It is not going to be based off finances or anything else that is just beneficial to you. Ladies, you have to watch out for this. This is so prevalent in today's society with all these girls trips, friend vacations, and then the girl doesn't come back that's the most successful. You really have to watch out for people's underlying agendas. If something just doesn't feel right, just don't do it. And I had to learn an important lesson already this year. Don't let somebody try to talk you into something that you don't want to do. Learn to say no fast, quickly, and assertively. And when I asked for my money back, I did not have an attitude from Dick. I said I was not expecting to pay for you. And I said it in a very nice voice. I didn't have an attitude. I just said I was really not expecting to pay for you. Usually when friends go out, they pay for them. We pay for ourselves. Yeah, I had to be very direct because again, I really don't want to be financially responsible for other people's bills, especially when I did not say, hey, I'm treating sometimes, and like for you, we to get to that type of relationship, that takes a lot of time. And a lot of people think right off the bat, you should treat and wine and dine them. And I'm like, okay, I'm not your husband. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your sugar daddy. I'm not whining and dining you. Okay. I understand sometimes you might not have it. Okay, then let's not go out. Let's do something else that's free. If you don't want to do that, but like if we're just if I in like the thing with Dick, I had mentioned let's just go grab coffee or something cheap, like $1. He picked that place that he wanted to go. So I'm thinking like you pick that place, you're gonna pay for your stuff. I had never even been there. Ladies, again, be careful with these type of people. They're very, very manipulative. They literally want to they really just want to be takers toward you. They want to take up a lot of time, a lot of finances, and a lot of energy. Be very careful with these people, and they always have underlying agendas where they feel like that you owe them something, even if you hadn't seen them in years and months and weeks. You don't even contact them. They're always contacting you because they want something. It's not friendship, because a friendship is mutual beneficial. A friendship is not somebody that's always looking to get something from you. They're just looking to go through life with you, to create a mutual understanding of experiences and new things. So ladies, be really careful about these people. I really had to learn my lesson already this year. Well, I'm going to have to make very clear boundaries with people because, again, I'm not going to let you waste my time, my energy, or my money. If you ask me to meet you up somewhere because you want to talk and chit chat, please don't expect me to pay the bill because you want to order several drinks and an entree, appetizers, desserts. I'm not up for that, and I don't want to feel like I have to do something because you are trying to push that agenda on me. Ladies, learn, especially with Dorothy Dandridge. If you ever know anything about her story, her husband was financially manipulative to her, especially the white guy she married. He only married her because he wanted her to work in his club and make him money. So a lot of times, even dealing with men, ladies, you have to look out for these gold diggers as well. These kind of men that only want to be with you because you benefit them financially. They only want to be with you because they can take something from you, not because they can give or be of service to you mutually, but they see you as a property that can help them make profit. So you have to be very careful dealing with men as well. Don't ever marry a man that has an agenda for you to work to make him money. That is not a good scenario for you. It leads to a lot of problems, and eventually she left that white guy. Dorothy did in that situation because she got so frustrated and tired of being used by people. And Dorothy Dandridge actually had a sad story. But look into it, ladies. I want you to actually, Halle Berry did a documentary piece on Dorothy Dandridge, a movie, actually Exoticals. I want you guys to look at that and then tell me what you guys think about that, because that kind of hit the nail on the head, really regarding transactional friendships with Exoticals, because a lot of people really tried to use Dorothy Dandridge for her money, for her beauty, for her time. They really just wanted a piece of her. And they wanted something from her in every aspect. Friends, family, romantic partners, it doesn't really matter. These people can come in a lot of different titles and different forms. But their main agenda is to take some of your shine, to take some of the light away from you and put some shine on themselves. Ladies, please don't let these people do that to you. Remember your self-worth. Remember your self-worth regardless of economic status. Your self-worth regardless of how you look that day, how you feel that day. Remember, you are worthy because you are a human being and you're going through the human experience. Don't let anybody make you feel like to get their time or attention that you must give something to them. If they don't naturally want to get to know you, I would definitely end that type of transactional friendship or relationship with them. It gives you no benefit, and it gives you no real benefit, and it really takes a part of you away, because if you stop or you give them a clear boundary, like, hey, every time I go out, it would be nice sometimes if you offered to pay. Like, you have to speak up for yourself. And that's what I really did with the dick situation, because again, like, I knew your wife. Like, I wasn't really friends like that with you. I was more so very close to your wife. So you shouldn't have expected me to pay for you every time we go out. Only time I paid something that was as a courtesy. You know what I'm saying? That was a courtesy, but you shouldn't expect me to pay for you every time I go out. And I was very offended by that. And I may not even deal with dick anymore, because again, that was just very odd that you thought I was going to pay again for you. It's been like 3-4 years. And I hadn't even been in contact with you. Why would I just be treating you when I wanted to go grab a coffee and just chat? Ladies, watch out for this. Protect yourself. Look at Diane Carroll's story. Diane Carroll had a very interesting story, and I think we're gonna do like a analysis on her story as well. She had a better story. She died at an older age, and she didn't die because of anything that had to do with anything but aging. So she died. She had a long life, or a decent sized life. But the way she carried herself, she started to realize, I don't need anybody. I just need to be at peace with myself. Does that make sense, ladies? Diane Carey is a good example as an exotical, remembering and defining her worth, regardless of a friendship, a relationship, or status of any kind. Ladies, we have to be smart about who we give our time and resources to. We also have to not feel sorry for people and do things that we really don't want to do because we feel sorry for them, because they're lacking, they're lonely, or whatever they don't have. We cannot fill up their cup and not we can't just fill up their cup because we feel sorry for them. And it's not mean to say, but it is what it is. A lot of people want proximity to us. A lot of people want something from us. A lot of people just want to be attached their name to ours. Look at how many people are always having Beyonce's name in their mouth. They can't get like this. Like, they'll have an interview with Kelly and be talking about Beyonce, and Kelly's like, I'm here to talk about my movie. It's so rude how they do exoticals. They'll like be talking about us to anybody that will talk, that will talk to them about us. Like, even if we're not even there, we have nothing to do with the interview or whatever they're talking about, they'll keep our name in their mouth. Ladies, watch out for people like this. Watch out for people that want to have transactional friendships with you. Have you experienced this? Did you know a diamond? Did you know a dick? Did you know an oddball couple? Did you know any of these people? If you did, let me know how you feel in the comments. Like and subscribe, and make sure to tell me in the comments how you feel about this video. Bye, Exoticals.